The rock world is reeling right now. One of the most iconic voices in heavy metal history just pulled back the curtain on something deeply personal. If you are a fan of Twisted Sister, you need to hear this. Because what is coming out is something nobody was prepared for, and it changes everything. We are talking about Dee Snider, the man who screamed, "We're not gonna take it," into the faces of Congress in 1985 and won. The frontman who turned spandex, war paint, and raw rage into a cultural movement. Twisted Sister sold millions of records, headlined arenas across the globe, and built an anthem that still plays at stadiums 50 years later. And yet the story behind that? Nobody really knew it. Until now. For years, Dee Snider kept the full picture of what was happening to his body, locked away from the public. He gave the world the warrior it wanted to see, the screamer, the fighter. But now, in a bombshell podcast interview, all of that is changing. And what he is saying is hitting harder than any power chord. Twisted Sister announced their 50th anniversary reunion world tour back in September. Fans lost their minds. After years of silence, the band was finally coming back together, and Dee Snider was supposed to lead the charge. Rehearsals were being discussed. Dates were being mapped out. The machine was warming up. But something was wrong beneath the surface. Something Snider had been quietly fighting for years, managing tour by tour, show by show, surgery by surgery, just to keep moving. And here is where it gets heavy. Sitting down with Hatebreed frontman Jamie Josta on the Josta Show podcast, in one of the most raw and honest conversations of his career, Dee Snider finally said it all out loud. Quote, "My body's been causing me problems with growing arthritis and degenerative arthritis through my shoulders, my neck, my arms. It's worked down my legs. It's throughout my body. It hurts all the time." Think about that for a second. The man who spent decades throwing himself across stages, night after night, has been living with constant, full-body pain. Nobody was talking about this. He went on to explain that he started using painkillers, quote, "by the handful just to get through." And then, that created its own crisis. "You start hurting the liver, the kidneys, or other organs in your body," he said, "and that started to become an issue for me." Then came the moment that forced the decision. Doctors discovered hypertension, heart issues, and the message from the medical team was clear. Quote, "I gotta calm the fuck down. Nobody saw that coming." But here is where it gets even heavier. It was not just the doctors who stopped him. It was his family. Dee Snider has 4 children. Jesse, born 1982. Shane, 1988. Cody, 1989, and Cheyenne, 1996. These are not strangers. These are grown adults who have watched their father push past every limit his body set for decades, and they sat him down. Some of them were crying. Quote, "Please stop because you are going to kill yourself." Snider admitted he does not know if he could have stopped himself alone. His own manager, Phil Carson, a man who has stood side of stage, watching Snider perform for decades, stepped in and called the band directly. His message was simple: he is out. Stop offering him everything in the world. It took a village to protect Dee Snider from himself. Despite all of that, the surgeries, the pain, the painkillers, the heart scares, Dee Snider still dominated. He fronted one of the most defiant bands in rock history. He testified before the United States Senate and made the censors look like fools. He built a legacy that spans half a century. And now, even in stepping away, he is making the hardest and most courageous decision of his career. He channeled every ounce of pain into 5 decades of thunder, and the world called it immortal. On March 3rd, Sebastian Bach, former frontman of Skid Row, was announced as Dee Snider's replacement. The 50th anniversary tour is still happening. The machine rolls on. But the real story here is not who steps into that spotlight. It is the man who finally chose his life over the stage. After everything Dee Snider has been through, the pain, the pills, the fight just to keep standing, he has more than earned that right. He is not just a legend, he is a survivor.